Guys. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. The camera angle's kind of messed up. Guys, I might have messed up. Big time. So let me explain something from over a year ago. It was around the tail end of COVID and card prices were slowly going down across the board for Pokemon, sports, whatever you name it. Chances are the price is going down. And so me being Tony Pepperoni was like, hey, this is a great time to invest in some cards as they're dropping because they might go back up. Who knows? I was really starting to take reselling seriously, sending cards to get graded seriously. It was slowly morphing from just a hobby into honestly like a hobby and a business. I was watching tons of videos, whether it was from Danny Phantom, Card Collector 2, Scotty B Cards, Neo's Cards and Comics. All those guys were producing great content and I was learning a lot. And you know, the common theme I took away from anyone that mentioned Pokemon was that Charizard is the move. When you guys think of Charizard, what comes to mind? Is it Charizard himself? Is it the Pokemon series? Or Pokemon, as my parents refer to it as?
We
Go home and play Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You can't disrespect Pokemon like that. Pokemon.
When I think of Charizard, I think of arguably one of the most iconic and influential Pokemon and artworks that there is. I mean, look at this base set Charizard artwork. I guarantee you that you have probably seen this on multiple occasions, right? Even if like you're not interested in the hobby, you've seen this artwork somewhere in some way, shape, or form. The artwork's iconic, and honestly, it's a great buy. Something I realized from across the board just by conducting some market research is Charizard sells. Like, it sells. No matter what set it is, Charizard is always selling the most, has the best return on investment with good grades, of course, and so on. It's just, you can't go wrong with Charizard. But you guys get my point. Charizard is the Pokemon that you just want to buy, flip, and trade all day long. So I started looking on eBay. I was looking at base set 2, Crystal Guardians, Expedition, First Edition. That's just, I do not get the finances for that, man. But I stumbled upon something that was in my price range, something that I could flip and make a good buck on while enjoying the process. And that was the Shadowless Charizard. Now, a quick intro to that is, long story short, there was the first edition print, and then they wanted to make the base set print, but kind of in between those two prints, they printed what is now called the Shadowless, which is essentially the exact same thing as first edition, just without the first edition little stampy thing in the bottom corner there. And that's how Shadowless came to be. It's essentially an error set, and it's highly sought after. This was going to be my really big flip, so I definitely want to do my market research, and I definitely want to know what I was getting myself into. I browsed eBay for weeks, I'd probably say even a couple of months, just, you know, saving whatever Shadowless Charizard I can find, seeing which ones were really mint looking, which ones were selling for a good price, what the grades were selling for. And I finally, after a couple of months, stumbled upon a Charizard that looked beautiful, and it was selling for a good price. After some back and forth, I, you know, struck a deal with the seller, and I secured the Charizard, which was sick. And also, let me preface this with something. I'm going to be as open as possible because this is a learning experience for me, this is a learning experience for you guys, and there's nothing better than learning from what you do. I spent about $1,000 on this card, and I know what some of you guys are probably thinking. Tony, you spent $1,000 on a freaking piece of cardboard? Yes, I know it may seem crazy, but it's an investment and I like doing it, right? It has collectability, you know, and I think it's awesome. So I sent the money and I just sat in my house and just waited for the card to come in. I was so excited. I kept looking at the photos that I screenshotted from the eBay listing, you know, just making sure that it came in and it was the same card and yada, yada, yada. And lo and behold, after a couple of days, it came in and it was beautiful. So first thing I did was took a couple of photos of it and I made sure that this was the same card, and it was. It looked identical to the listing, and so the first thing I did was pick a grading company. Now, at that time, SGC was really the only grading company that wasn't charging an arm and a leg and also had great turnaround time. So packed up the Charizard as securely as I could and I sent it out to SGC, and I waited patiently for a very long time. And then the day came. It arrived in the mail from SGC. I sat right here and I opened the card and it got an 8.5. Now, I was through the roof. I was expecting a 7.5 to an 8. So the fact that it was, you know, an 8.5, almost a 9, blew my mind. As soon as I saw that, I hopped on eBay and I was, you know, looking and seeing what the 8.5s were selling for, and they were selling for between 2.5 to 3 grand, and I was like blown away. I had just invested, you know, only $1,000 only. I invested $1,000 into this card and I made almost double, triple my profit. But I slowly came down after I realized something. But before we get into that, let's tune to the giveaway really quick. Thank you everyone for tuning into the giveaway portion of this video. What you had to do was you had to subscribe, you had to like the video, you had to comment below what you want to see next, and you had to follow us on Instagram. Those are the 4 things, and we do have a winner. That winner is El Flico. El Flico? I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry, but we're going to DM you on Instagram. Really appreciate it, guys. We're going to be doing a giveaway every month. So yes, thank you everyone for entering. El Flico, please enjoy your card. You just won a CGC 6.5 Quagsire, and I wish everyone the best of luck in the next drawing. So let's get back to it. All right, kiddos, listen here, because I'm only going to say this once, and I don't want to get assassinated. I love SGC. I think they have great pricing. I think the grading system works perfectly. I love the way their slab looks. I love how transparent the whole team is. I think, you know, Pete is just such a great spokesperson for the company. And, you know, they have great turnaround times, especially when I had submitted this. They were just easily, like, no-brainer, just the company to be. However, the issue is SGC has one of the lowest grading rates for TCG in Pokemon, right? They just don't do a lot of it. Not a lot of people submit Pokemon to them. And I think I started realizing that very quickly. I was bringing, you know, this beautiful Shadowless Charizard SGC 8.5 to all of my local card shows, and people were striking me down. I had it listed on eBay, and I had it for buy it now for I think like $2,700, and I thought that was great pricing, and people were sending me offers for like $1,500, $1,600, like way below market value, like by almost half. And I'm not letting those Facebook antics get to me, but they were getting to me. So, you know, just no one seemed to want to buy this beautiful card that I thought I really had scored big on. And, you know, there were definitely times when I sat down and thought to myself, did I just royally screw myself? Do I have all this money sunk into a card that's not gonna flip? Like I wouldn't mind keeping it. I think it's a beautiful looking card, but I really wanted to get to the root of what the hell did I do wrong? I even brought the card to the National, like in 2022. I literally brought the card to the National, to all these Pokemon tables, and people were striking me down. They're like, oh, love that card, it looks great, but I don't like the slab. I don't like the company. I don't trust that company. There was so much negative sentiment towards SGC, and it broke my heart because they've only been great to me. They've only provided me with a great service, but I guess that's just like the way it was working. And so when I came to that realization, I did something a little spicy. Listen, we're getting nice and personal here, okay? Long story short, I was sick and tired of people telling me essentially to shut up and that they weren't going to buy my card for the market value that I thought it deserved. So what I did was I packaged that SGC 8.5 Charizard up with, you know, a bunch of other cards, and I sent it off to CGC. Now, Big Brain Tony thought, hey, listen, you know, CGC does crossovers. They're gonna cross it over into an 8.5, and if it's not an 8.5, I'll keep it in, you know, the 8.5 SGC slab, and we'll call it a day. Don't really care, but, you know, it is what it is, and that's probably the safest route. But the issue is, right, in the fine print, it says a card in a PSA or Beckett holder is evaluated for CGC trading cards certification. Now, did you guys catch that? It says PSA in Beckett or BGS. There's no verbiage around SGC, and so Big Brain me didn't even know about this, right, until a CGC representative actually emailed me. CGC Receiving asked me to contact you regarding your recent submission. It looks like one of the cards is encapsulated and you request that it be crossed over. Unfortunately, we only offer this service currently for PSA and Beckett holders. Please let us know if you would like to proceed to remove the card from the holder and grade it as raw, or if you would like it to be returned as is. Thank you. What do you think I said? What do you think I said? So I wrote back, you can crack it out and grade it as raw. Also, slide that Venmo. But yeah, I pretty much just goofed. I completely misread what it said on the website, and I was little taken aback by it. But I impulsively said, screw it. It hasn't been selling, so let's just see how it grades. So I waited and waited and waited, and I got it back. It's in this box, baby. Let's open it. Let's get some ASMR going. All right, you gabagools. I'm gonna use a code card. Here you go. Can that focus? Here's the code card. This is the code card I'm going to use to cover up the grade. I just pulled the Charizard out, and let's do it. Put it over. Here we are. Do we want to do the subgrades? I mean, do you guys want to look at the back first? Look at this. I mean, dude, it's... Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Let's do subgrades. It got An 8 on the edges. Okay, that's okay. All right, it got an 8.5 on the corners. That's a little better. It got an 8.5 on the surface. Oh, and it got a 9 in the centering. Woo, look at that. Oh my, dude. I'm just so happy the grade stayed, because there was no guarantee in that. Well, guys, I guess we got a little bit of a Cinderella story ending. You know, crossing it over was super risky. I should have read the fine print, but I'm glad I did. I really like this holder for the Charizard, and CGC is a super respectable company, and hopefully I'll actually be able to move this now. It's gonna suck to see it go. I feel like I've created such a bond with this card and how much of an adventure it's gone on. And yeah, so that's my story with the Charizard. We're doing a giveaway every month, so make sure to like the video, comment down below what other types of videos you want to see us make sure to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and that's how you enter. We're gonna pick another winner in next video, and I'm not sure what we're gonna be giving away. You know, I have a whole submission I gotta comb through, but hey, a free graded card's a free graded card. So I'll catch you guys next week. Be safe, have fun, and peace out.